ladies and gentlemen of different media outlets. I'm going to make a brief statement on what has been happening in Mayom County, Unity State. All of you will recall that on 22nd of last month, there was a major incident where rebels loyal to former Army General Stephen Byronya infiltrated the town and killed the county commissioner along with 11 others. Then on 26, there was an ambush on a convoy that had left people for Mayom. A number of servicemen were also killed, some were wounded, as well as other civilians that were in the convoy. Over the weekend, we saw a lot of pictures were circulating on social media, and those pictures were reported to have been shot or captured by some elements within SSPDF, and an allegation was made that they were the suspects behind the killing of Mayom County Commissioner. We saw the graphic images, pictures, as well as the videos. I also had an opportunity of listening to the audio. And this morning, the leadership of SSPDF, especially the Chief of Defense Forces, General Santino Dengwal, made it very crystal clear that what had happened in Mayom County, those who were executed by firing squad, and the person who was allegedly tied up and burned alive, all the things you had watched did happen without approval or authorization from the leadership of the army. And as a result, we would like to announce to the people of South Sudan and the whole world that a mother of all investigations will be carried out. A thorough investigation will be carried out because the images were truly heartbreaking. They were inhumane, and all those who took part in all the processes that led to the execution by firing squad and the alleged burning of another suspect are going to be brought to book in accordance with our national laws, national constitution of the Republic of South Sudan. We have the SPL Act 2009, which clearly spells out how we normally deal with suspects. We in the SPLA had a very clear record on how we deal with prisoners of war whenever they are captured. And I would like to cite a few examples to prove to you that we do not condone acts similar to the one that was witnessed in Mayom County. One in 1989, January of 1989, the Garland SPLA forces captured Nasser town in Upper Nile State after a war that lasted nearly a year. We were able to capture over 500 soldiers from the Sudanese armed forces under command of Colonel Majub. Not even a single person was touched. Only those who had perished during the last battle. All those who were captured were taken from Nasser and kept at Kedber. They were treated humanely. Some of them were released. And as I speak with you, some are still serving in the ranks and files of SPLA as we speak. Those who were captured in Nasser in 1989. The same thing in 1997, after the fall of Yei, a large number of Sudanese armed forces were captured, nearly 2,000. And also a command of a colonel. They were treated humanely. The wounded were treated. International bodies were involved. And all of them were released and sent back to Sudan. The same thing after General Paul Malong rebelled. We fought with his forces at Watok in northern Bahar Ghazal state, as well as in Raja. In different battles that we fought with General Paul Malong, we were able to capture 150 servicemen. They were also brought to Juba. Not even a single person was touched, except for those who had perished during during actual combat. They were released. They are also now serving in our ranks and files. So this, and the list is so long. So during the war of 21 years, if I'm not wrong, we had captured maybe up to 4 or 5,000, and all of them were released. So these examples that I've just cited are clear indication that even during the wartime, when we were rebels, we had a judicial system that was functional, including our own servicemen. They would be subjected to the same process, legal process. As we speak, we have the Directorate of Military Justice. That is the body that has been responsible for prosecution of any serviceman or woman that had been accused of any wrongdoing, including treason. If you could remember when Gerald Boy was captured in Mayom, in the same very town, he wasn't touched. He was brought to Juba, and all of you are witness to me that he was subjected to a legal process which took 1 long year. I've cited these examples to tell you that what was seen in Mayom was a serious miscarriage of justice, and it must not be condoned. Those people behind it must be held accountable. Thank you very much.